So here we have Rosie, and this week Rosie has been working on sit, down, kennel, weight, recall, leash walking. What I'm going to have her demonstrate for her weekly update video though is her recall. So it will explain some tips and tricks to keep her successful while doing this. My little one is right next to the camera, so he might make some noises throughout this. Don't mind that. Anyway, so she's got some really great handler focus. I want to reward that. Good girl. Good. So I'm going to try to create some distance between her and I. Hopefully some environmental distractions will pull her away from me, but she does like to stick with sometimes. And it doesn't have to be very long distance between her and I. Come. Yes, good girl. Just enough that I can show you that. So she was looking away. I made a noise, which was a whistle. You can use clapping your hands. You can do any type of obnoxious noise to get her to look at you. And then that's when you're going to say, Rosie, come. And then you want to be very excited. Once she gets to you, you do want to reward her with treats and or praise. So we'll do it again. She knows what we're doing now. Come. Good girl. She was already looking at me, so I did not have to cue in her focus. The reason you want to cue her into you though is if she's digging in the grass or dirt or something, or she's chasing something away from you, her ears are off, she's distracted. So once you cue in her handler focus and she's looking at you, you now know her listening ears are on and she's more likely to want to come back to you and be focused on you. There's a distraction on the ground right there. It's a tomato. Come. Yes, good girl. And it's also okay, or sometimes even more successful if you get down on her level. That makes you really approachable and makes her excited to get to you. And throw a party, especially if it takes her a moment. Give her lots of praise. Outside, you can be very excited praise, kind of rambunctious, help her get that energy out. But inside, demonstrate the behavior you want to see back or the energy you want to see back. So nice, calm praise inside. Outside, you can be a little more excited. Good girl. Let's see if I can get some distance. She might even just kind of hang out in one spot. See if I can. Rosie, come. Yes, good girl. Good girl. A tip, especially because she does like to stick close. I know, hi. Especially because Rosie likes to stick close. It's a great option to have the A and B game. One person stands on one side of the room or yard, another one on the opposite end. You can even do more people, at least 2 people. Oh goodness, at least 2 people. And this is how you call her back and forth between the 2 parties. So one person would give her that come command, she'd get to them, and then lots of praise. They'd stop praising her, and then the other one would do the same. So calling her back and forth, great way to work on this, strengthening her commands, as well as get some energy out. So setting her up to be most successful. Rosie, come. Good girl. Good job. Yes. Good. Rosie, come. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Rosie, come. Yes. Good girl. On this next one, I will demonstrate something that's not a whistle, because not everybody can whistle. Come. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Rosie, come. Good girl. Good job. Come. Good girl. So these are just some options for those obnoxious noises you can make. And if you get really desperate, you can start just making different vocal noises just to get her to look at you. Like, she's not back on that tomato, so. Come. So I don't want to repeat it. Yes, good girl. Because if I sit there saying come over and over again, it's going to lose meaning, and she's never going to come to you. So, Rosie, come. Good girl. Good girl. She's doing really great with all of her commands. I'm very happy with where she's at with her training thus far. And I have no doubts you guys are going to love her. She's a really fun puppy to work with. Come. Good girl. So now we will end because we just did a really good recall even past that tomato on the ground. I'm now going to end it with a sit and a down and lots of praise once she finishes that treat. Rosie, come. Good girl. Sit. Yes, good girl. Rosie, down. She is eating her treat. That's my bad, a little too soon. These are different types of treats that I was just handing her as well. Yes, good girl. So I'd like to do one more of each of those. I know, she's doing good, huh? She's back on that tomato. Bup, 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 bup. Rosie, come. Sit. Down. Wait it out. Yes, good girl. Sit. Down. Yes, good girl. And we're going to end with that. Now we're just going to carry on with a nice woods walk. And again, ending with lots of praise. Good girl. Rosie's doing so well. Good girl.